only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
The pass.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Yards on the pickup.
The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 4 catches, 56 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
David
7 yards there and a first down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They run Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
The pass.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
Packers, nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 136 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Love sacked.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. He's going to take off with it. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
The pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them...
And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The kicker on.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to fire one deep over the... And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
And the Bears first.
They'll run on first down. Richardson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. It's a foot race. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Number 17.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Bears.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
14, Bears 3.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jordan Love.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Number 82, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
At the 5-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chicago.
A.J. Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Can't do that.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Love looking to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long for Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 83. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 29-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
They'll drop the throw. The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 9-yard line.
Here's Richardson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He's brought down back at the 60.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on her. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chicago.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a two-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. Second quarter, you're losing. You're not playing well. Probably feels like a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Certainly does, but it's something that quarterbacks have to be used to because they're always carrying around that weight. So how do they adjust the weight? How do they make it work for them? How do they work against it? That's what we're going to find out going forward.
Yeah, he'll be trying to get all that weight off his shoulders here on this drive. Play action this time with Love. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down, Love to pass. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
At the 46-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Love now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Love from the gun, and he comes back with one complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin in the NFC South.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Jordan Love sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9 now. That's caught by Montgomery. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
number 17.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4 at the 13-yard line.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Adams has it complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the delay, Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Aaron Jones.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 42.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
By the Bears.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pushes past him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw here. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Montgomery. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They try again with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Chicago.
From 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
Back at the 18-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd down and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Ball carrier.
The Bears on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
To the 49-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Richardson. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
8-yard pickup. And the Bears' 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
quick slant to Brown. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
touchdown.
David Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 1st down, going to the air with Love. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
working out of the gun. Love caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Love. He'll find Jones again, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9. At the 18-yard
escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Going back to Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Montgomery. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you.